Giants fans, stop what you're doing, because the team just made a move that almost nobody is talking about, but it could completely change the linebacker situation in New York. The Giants have signed 23-year-old Curtis Jacobs, a player with untapped potential who spent last season with the Patriots. On paper, it looks like a small signing, but here's the shocking part. With the way this linebacker room is falling apart, Jacobs could be forced into action much sooner than anyone expects. And trust me, you'll want to hear why this move might matter way more than it looks right now. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Giants fan, make sure you're subscribed to Big Blue News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things Big Blue. Help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. Giants fans, pay attention because this move could quietly turn into a game changer. The New York Giants have just signed linebacker Curtis Jacobs, and this is one of those under-the-radar additions that deserves your full attention. Why? Because in a linebacker room full of questions and injuries, even the so-called projects can become critical pieces sooner than anyone expects. Let's break this down step by step, because there's a lot here that could impact the Giants' season. Curtis Jacobs is only 23 years old. That's right. Just 23, still extremely young, still developing, and with plenty of room to grow into a real NFL player. The Giants picked him up after he spent last season with the New England Patriots. While with the Patriots, he appeared in 9 games, recording 4 total tackles. But here's the detail that matters. Most of his work came on special teams, where he played a massive 58% of the snaps. On defense, just 4%. So you might be asking, why should Giants fans care about a player who barely played defense in New England? The answer is simple: opportunity. The Giants' linebacker room is thin, inconsistent, and desperate for depth. When a unit is falling apart, players like Jacobs can get a real chance to prove themselves much faster than anyone anticipates. And let's be clear, this isn't just about filling the bottom of the roster. When you bring in a young, hungry linebacker who already showed value on special teams, you're also adding versatility. The Giants are building depth in a way that could directly affect not just defense, but field position, momentum, and game-changing plays on special teams. That's something this roster desperately needs. Here's the urgent truth. With the way injuries and underperformance have hit this Giants defense, Jacobs could see the field sooner than expected. And Giants fans know all too well how quickly depth pieces are thrown into the fire when the regular starters can't stay healthy. Think about it. Jacobs might have been labeled a developmental piece in New England, but development accelerates when you're on a team that needs answers now. He's young, he's athletic, and most importantly, he's walking into a linebacker room where jobs are far from secure. That means competition, and competition means opportunity. Another angle here. This signing tells us what the Giants' front office is really thinking. They're not waiting around. They know the linebacker unit needs reinforcement. They know the defense can't keep getting gashed in the middle of the field. And they know that if the team wants to stay competitive, they need bodies who can contribute immediately, even if they were overlooked in the past. Curtis Jacobs is coming in with nothing to lose and everything to prove. That's the kind of mindset that can shake things up in training, in practice, and eventually in games. When a guy like that fights for a roster spot, you either sink or swim. And the Giants are betting that Jacobs has enough upside to swim, and maybe surprise a lot of people along the way. And here's the emotional punch for Giants fans. This is more than just a signing. This is a reflection of the reality we've been watching unfold. A defense searching for identity, searching for consistency, and desperately needing fresh energy. Jacobs might not be a headline grabber today, but he represents the kind of low-risk, high-reward addition that has the potential to change the conversation later in the season. So remember this name, Curtis Jacobs. Don't be shocked if he goes from being just another under-the-radar signing to a player who actually gets meaningful snaps when the Giants need him most. The Giants' linebacker room is wide open, and the urgency is real. The question now is, will Jacobs step up and seize the moment? Giants fans, stay locked in, because this move might end up being way more important than anyone realizes right now. So Giants fans, don't ignore this signing. Curtis Jacobs is young, hungry, and walking into a linebacker room that desperately needs answers. Today, he might look like just a depth piece, but tomorrow he could be fighting for real snaps on defense. The question is, will Jacobs step up and prove the Giants right, or will this move fade away as just another roster experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Jacobs can surprise everyone and make an impact this season?